What is going on, guys? It's your boy Ace of Shack, and we are back with another podcast episode. Today we have, if y'all been in Shibuya, y'all know who he is. Y'all seen him about Mr. Vegeta himself,
Yeah.
Michael Japon. What
Yo,
up,
what's up,
dude?
everybody? Michael Japon here. What's going on?
Thank you for joining. You got the Vegeta shirt on too. I would have my
Hey,
Goku
man.
shirt on, but
Gotta represent the brand. It's not even my brand, but shit.
you know the worst thing is I'm not even like a Goku fan. I don't know why I have
Hey, you
Goku
had the
shirt.
Goku
Like
on?
I'm a Vegeta fan.
Yeah.
Every time they're like, yeah, Vegeta gets the power up, and then that
Vegeta's the
resurrection,
cooler character.
right? The resurrection of F movie was the
Bruh,
man.
top.
They
Top
they killed
class.
they killed Vegeta off, and Goku came in to save the day. I said, this is bullshit, man. This is yo, y'all can't give Vegeta a one.
They don't give him nothing, man.
Nothing.
Nothing.
How you doing
Someday.
anyway, bro?
Yo, things is good right now. I'm recovering from Halloween weekend. Like, I was
Nice.
out Saturday, had fun on Saturday, but I was sick this whole weekend, so I'm just recovering off of that. I enjoyed some Halloween style like scary movies last night, so I enjoyed myself.
Nice. What are you watching? What kind
Dude,
of
I
scary
watched
movies you?
a bunch of movies. I saw this movie
Mm.
called Crawl, which is with the alligators. Then
Oh
I
yeah, I
saw,
think I've heard that.
yeah, I saw another one called Antlers. Antlers was the last movie I saw.
Hmm.
It was kind of crazy. There was a couple other movies I saw before that, but yeah, I've been watching those, and I watched this anime called Pluto on Netflix, which is like a Astro Boy adaptation.
Okay, well, like a modern Astro Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Are you like a horror movie fan or?
No, I love movies, man. I love movies. I love movies and I love horror movies. Something
Mm,
about horror movies is like the vibe, the whole dark
yeah.
aesthetic. It's kind of cool to just like sit in there and get lost in it.
What's your like favorite horror movie? Best of all time?
Favorite horror movie? Dang, that's tough. I'll speak on a horror series that I saw recently
Yeah.
called The Fall of the House of Usher. It's on
Think I've
Netflix.
heard that on Netflix. Yeah, I think
The
I've heard
Fall of
on
the
it.
House of Usher. The guy that makes those movies, Mike Flanagan, he also
Mm,
did The Haunting of Hill House
yeah.
and a couple other things like
I remember Haunting of Hill House. That was
yeah.
a
So
good one as well.
his formula he does for his shows with like the different family members and all the characters is perfect. Like I don't know how to explain it. I
Damn, I
like
might
the
need to
movie
check that
direction is
out.
perfect. But
Yeah,
he
I've
did
seen.
this new one was basically Edgar Allan Poe
Mm-hmm.
adaptation stuff. Like
Oh, for
the
real?
Raven.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
he
might need
took
to check
all of
that
Edgar
out.
Allan Poe's work and put them all
Mm.
into this one show.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I might need to check that out then. For like,
Super good.
for me, my problem, like now I've grown up. I guess my kind of mindset is changed a lot. But I
Uh-huh.
always say I remember the first Paranormal Activity movie.
Yes.
My grandparents used to take me to church all the time. So in my mind, I watched that movie and everyone's like, "No, it's not scary. It's a demon." I'm like,
It's
"Y'all don't
different.
even know." In my mind, I'm like, this demon could come into the TV screen,
That
take over your body. Y'all out here watching people die.
exactly. Exactly. That it's too real, man. That movie is too
Yeah.
real. The way they marketed it too.
And I had the bootleg version where she kills him at the end. No, the
Ah,
bootleg version was the police come in at the end and kills her.
oh
So everybody dead
wow.
in the bootleg version.
So it
So
was nothing good or redeemable. It's just you
right.
just leave the junk like, all right, that's fucked up.
So in my mind, I'm like, yo, this could be real. Like, I don't know. And I'd
Yeah.
never seen Blair Witch at the time, so I didn't know about
Let me tell
found
you my
footage.
Blair Witch story. When I was young, I saw the trailer for Blair Witch,
Yeah,
and the trailer alone gave me nightmares. Like
I
I
could
was
imagine.
stuck in the house for 2 months. I didn't want to leave the house. I
Woo!
didn't want to look into the woods because I was genuinely terrified
Yeah,
of that idea of that movie. I thought it was real. And it's
yeah.
based off of a real witch in Maryland, that the
You
rich
see,
story.
sounds saying.
So ever since then, ever since I got over that movie,
Mm-hmm.
I've been a fan of horror movies ever since then. But before that, I was terrified of all horror movies. That was like the
Yeah.
turning point for me.
Yeah, even Insidious. Is it
Uh
Insidious?
huh.
No, not Insidious. What's the other one? The one with the two paranormal investigators,
The
the
Conjuring.
husband and wife. Conjuring.
Yeah,
I think the
Conjuring's good.
second one
Yeah.
they had it in the UK and it was very close to where I
Uh,
lived. And I was like, don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
put
be
this shit
bringing up some
close.
local stuff.
Yeah, don't do that shit. That means this ghost is next to me. Like
That's
that's
how I felt, man. Exactly how
yeah.
I felt with Blair Witch, man.
But yeah, so the concept of the podcast, we have a few cards here.
Okay.
We're gonna go with diamonds again. Reason
Okay.
we're going with diamonds is I lost my deck of cards, and diamonds the only
Hey,
thing I
fuck
had
it.
to find. So yeah, I'm a shuffle very badly. You just tell me to
It's fun.
stop, and yeah, whatever we stop on is what topic we'll discuss. So
Good.
whenever you're ready to tell me to stop.
All right. We're going to stop.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
go to the King of Diamonds. King of
Okay.
Diamonds. So the king represents all things good. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, what's going on now, man? How's Japan for you? Like, I know you've been there a few months now. I know you was here before and you've been a couple of times, but this time around, like, how's it been going for you?
Yeah. So it's funny because last time I was here for 6 months, and it was like
Mm,
the first 3 months I grinded, and then I went to Taiwan,
mm,
and then the second 3 months I was kind of chilling.
yeah.
That's literally exactly what's happening right now. The first three
Mm,
months was like a little bit more grindy, a little more action. Then I went to Taiwan last month, came back, and now I'm just really like waiting on certain things. So I've been chilling a lot. It's been
mm-hmm.
real chill. Ever since it started getting cold, literally been a chill
In
time.
in
But
in here in Tokyo, cold, dude.
I
I
mean,
got the aircon
it's
on right now.
ever since because look, it's been hot, like
It's true.
hot all summer. Like
That's
no
true.
matter what you do, you step outside, you sweating. So ever since that's not been a thing, I guess it's not necessarily cold,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I've been chilling a whole lot. Still working with my business partner, trying to get things going. So it's still
Yeah,
everything is moving smoothly. We just
yeah.
got a few more steps to go.
Nice. And how's the streaming going? I saw like you started streaming this time around coming here.
Yeah,
How's the streaming been going? And in terms of like, cause to be honest, you're really good at networking. Like anytime I see you out, like you're really good
yeah,
at networking and speaking to people.
yeah.
And just like starting kind of diving into the streaming world. How have you found it? Like, has it been difficult? Is it something that you could consider doing in the future? Yeah.
So with me with streaming, like right
Mm,
now, it's a little weird because I don't feel myself really grinding like I see a lot of my peers out here
right.
grinding every single day, almost like
Right.
5 days a week streaming.
Mm.
Me, I've always been, well, not always, but back in the US, I was streaming like 4 or 5 times a week because I
Yeah.
was gaming. So
Yeah.
now I don't have my PC here. I only find it like interesting to stream on the weekends. So I've only
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
streaming on weekends over here. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of weird seeing my peers. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm like a real streamer right now. I feel like I just
Mm,
stream when I feel like it,
mm-hmm.
which is on the weekends. But
Right.
with streaming, I don't see that being like my main mode of like living,
Right. Right. Right.
to get some money. But I see it like almost like a hobby kind of thing. But I also want to show people, you know, bits and pieces of my life while I'm in Japan,
Right.
and that's one cool way to do it. Communicate
Mm-hmm.
with an audience, communicate with people back home.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of been going on a downhill as far as like how much I want to stream
Yeah.
lately
Yeah.
because there's other things that I need to get straight, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
it's like I feel like I'm wasting my time a little bit.
No, I
But
heard
just
that.
doing it like once in a while on the weekends, it's not so bad. It's fun every time I do
Yeah.
it.
No, I heard that. Yeah, I feel like even doing YouTube sometimes, there'll be times where I'm doing it every day, and then there's times where it's like, yo, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm not
Yeah,
progressing in other things that I want to progress in. So I'm like,
yeah,
okay, let me give it a little break, which I shouldn't
yeah,
do because it doesn't grow if you do that. But no, I get what you mean 100%. And the end of the year is coming as well,
yep.
and are you here for Christmas and New Year's or?
Well, hopefully I will be. My visitor's visa is still a 90-day visa. So since
Okay.
I'm back, my next 90 days will be up December 17th.
Okay.
Or not even December
Uh.
17th. It'll be maybe the 15th because of 31
Mm,
days. So if I come back for Christmas, it'll mean I'll be gone for like a week and come back.
right.
Or if my visa processes fast enough, I'll have
Mm,
that working visa, and then I won't have to
I
leave
see.
again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully I'm at least here for New Year's.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know if you've been there for Christmas before. I've had
Oh
two
yeah,
Christmases here.
I
To
have.
be honest, for me, Japan's Christmas is not like amazing anyway. It's like it's one of
Nah.
those countries where I wouldn't suggest like spending Christmas. Like it's
From
not.
what I know, Christmas is like another Valentine's Day here.
Yeah,
It's always about the couples.
yeah, yeah. I spent most of my day Christmas just sleeping. I ate a big load of food, and then I was like, yeah, I'm
You
going
be
home. That's
out.
my Christmas done.
I
I'm
hear that.
done.
Yeah, it's always
Um,
about the KFC here. For some reason, Japanese
yeah, I don't
Christmas and
understand that.
KFC is connected. I don't know what
I,
that is, but
I remember I heard about it before I came here. Then I came here, tried the KFC, and I was like, I don't know what y'all are going on about.
I
What's
had the
going
same
on here?
experience. KFC here is not the same as in the at least in the states is not the same. Like the states KFC is way better, but
I'm
hey,
like, I don't know what y'all are doing. Whatever. This promotion. KFC
it's
is
the culture.
really good at promoting. So you got the Vegeta shirt on. Of course, big Dragon Ball fan. I would guess.
Yeah,
Um,
decent Dragon Ball fan. I'm not huge. Like if you did a
okay.
trivia test on me, I probably
Uh-huh.
wouldn't pass, kind of thing.
Okay. All
But
right. We
yeah,
might see about that later on.
yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you saw the Dragon Ball Dime. What's it called? Dragon Ball
Move.
Daima or Daimon or
Oh, the new one coming up. I
yeah.
forget what it's called.
I forgot. It's Dai something.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on that? Have you seen the trailer? What's your thoughts on the
I've seen
kids?
bits of the trailer. I've seen like our news articles on YouTube, like from IGN, about the direction that they're going.
Mm,
And it is kind of weird how we got we got Dragon Ball Super. We
mm,
got the manga that's going past where the anime went, and Toriyama is really closely connected to this.
right.
And it's like bringing the Dragon Ball vibes back,
Yeah.
but people are saying that it's actually still gonna be good. I don't know how, but it's just going for the cute vibes. It's going for the cute vibes,
Right. Right. Yeah. I
and
think for me,
I don't
yeah.
know how to feel about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a chance because when Super first came out, for me,
Same,
especially the artwork and the animation, I was like,
same,
what is this bullshit? And then by the
yeah,
time I got to Tournament of Power, I'm like, hey,
yeah,
y'all need to watch Dragon Ball Super.
exactly.
Like, this shit is fire. So,
As soon as you get to the tournaments in Super, it's fire.
yeah, we'll give it a chance. We'll see what they're
Yeah,
gonna do with it.
we'll see what they're gonna do.
All right, so that's the King of Diamonds. We're gonna switch to the next one. So again, tell me when to
All right,
stop.
all
Mm-mm.
right. We're gonna go to the stop.
All right. Three of diamonds, three of
Tres.
diamonds. So three of diamonds beginnings. So yeah, where are you from? Like where are you born in America?
Yeah, so I'm born in
Okay.
Kentucky.
Mm.
Both of my parents were born in Ghana, Africa. So I'm
Mm-mm.
pure Ghanaian. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I haven't done an ancestry test to see where their background and all that's from, but
Yeah.
it's me and my older brother that are born in the States, and then I have
Mm-hmm.
two other siblings above that are born in Ghana. So my brother and I
Okay.
are the only ones that are like Americanized. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I was born in Kentucky, quickly moved to Virginia. So I've
Mm.
been in Virginia all my life. Chester, Virginia is close to Richmond, Virginia. If y'all
Okay.
know DC, Maryland, DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, I'm that area.
Yeah, I
So
don't
I've
know.
been
I don't
there
know
all
nothing at
my
all.
life up until, I started traveling to Japan back in 2014. Before then
Yeah.
I hadn't traveled anywhere. Like
Oh
I
shoot.
traveled
Wow.
East Coast. I traveled East Coast of the US, but I've never been outside
Yeah.
of the States
Wow.
until 2014.
Was it like a shocker to you, like traveling so far and seeing a completely different culture?
It was not so much a shocker because I kind of expected a lot of it, but I
Mm.
was still just surprised by the complete change in vibe,
Right.
like the complete change in like not needing to drive to go somewhere, like taking
Yeah.
trains everywhere, and
Yeah.
having things like within a few steps reach like
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
that was like an enlightening thing, like a different way of living that I wasn't aware of before.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
have you been to Ghana?
I haven't been to Ghana yet, man. No, I haven't.
Damn, dude,
Yeah, that's
damn.
everybody's
You gotta
reaction.
go. Yeah, I don't know. Funny enough, I don't know. So my background is my grandparents are from born in Jamaica. My parents are all born in UK, but my
Oh, okay.
grandparents are born in Jamaica. So I don't know ancestry. And
Uh-huh.
my ancestry is like half in Ghana, half in Nigeria.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like it's
Oh,
like
you
yeah,
one of us.
y'all slave ships. Which one did y'all go to take us
Yeah, I know,
from? Like
right?
y'all went to one of those countries.
Yo,
Um. So that has your parents. You said your parents were born in Ghana, right?
yeah,
So having parents that are not American, did that kind of influence the way you grew up? Like, did you grow up like
absolutely.
different to people that have American parents? And I guess like in the UK, Ghanaian culture is very popular. Like we
Uh,
love jollof and
yeah,
shito and
yep.
but
Banku.
Vancouver. But
Yep.
did you feel different? Did you feel like I don't know, resentful of people that had parents born in America and they were they might have had that kind of American culture, whereas your parents are Ghanaian, so you have more of a like Ghanaian influence, growing up.
Right. More so than being resentful, I noticed the difference. And the
Mm.
other part of it is not only are they Ghanaian parents, but they're also a lot older
Mm-hmm.
than like most people's have their parents. Like
Yeah.
my parents were grandparents before I was born.
Oh shit.
You
Okay.
understand that? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I have nephews that are older than me,
Mm.
and one of them lives here in Nagoya actually. His
Nice.
name is
Nice.
William. So that difference in the years, the age range, so they
Yeah.
have very traditional things for that reason, and then they also
Yeah.
have very traditional thoughts for being Ghanaian. But
Mm-hmm.
I was not like, I think of some Asian people have Asian parents that are so strict. It wasn't like that for me with like the Ghanaian upbringing.
Yeah.
So we spoke a lot of Tree in the
Mm-hmm.
I didn't speak it. I heard it more, but I was
Mm-hmm.
speaking English back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was also the last born, so that also being a huge factor for me. I was given a whole lot of freedom. So me, I was out of the house all the time. I was at other
Yeah.
people's houses, learning from their cultures, learning from their
Yeah. Yeah.
families.
Yeah.
So I was living with like almost like in the elementary school, I was living with this white family almost. Not living, but like I was at their house more than I was at my own
Mm-hmm.
house
Mm-hmm.
with this white family. And then high school times, I was living with a couple friends from elementary school who they're Spanish. So I
Mm-hmm.
was hanging out with
Oh
their
shoot,
dad and
nice.
their
Wow.
family a lot.
Yeah.
So I was just always learning from other people's families while also having my own family.
Mm.
So it was kind of weird. I have a good multicultural kind of mindset with that kind of stuff.
You think
But
that influenced you in terms of like being able to network and just speaking to people? The fact that since
yeah,
you was a child.
I think because of that, I think because of me just being around people from other cultures from a very early age, I
Yeah.
never have the like racial boundary in the front
Mm.
of my mind.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always in the far back of my mind. It's not the
Right.
thing I think of when I meet people. Like some
Yeah.
people immediately think of certain people and think of their racial background and try to relate to them like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that whole barrier is like melted away since I was a young child.
Nice. Nice. So yeah, and like, do you feel like you're because I have older brothers and sisters as well.
Mm.
And so I have three older brothers, and between the last of the older brothers and me, there's a 9 year gap. So
Uh
it's
huh.
a kind of a big gap. And I always say like they always like, oh, you guys are lucky that you're when you guys are born, you could do this and do that. And when we grew up, it was like, nah,
Yeah.
that ain't happening. They were more stricter.
Yeah.
So do you get that from your siblings at all? Kind of like different generation
Yeah.
style of growing up.
Yeah. So my next brother is 6 years older, so
Mm-hmm.
he's not too far.
Yeah.
And then from him, the next brother's 10 years older.
Okay.
So there's all of them have like a pretty big gap
Yeah.
beyond the 6 years. But my older brother and I were close because we were both the Americanized ones. We were both the ones
Okay.
born in the
Yeah.
States. So
Yeah.
we were the ones that were into Dragon Ball and
Mm-hmm.
into drift racing and into like all these Japanese things. So it's me and
Yeah.
him that are like that connection that brought me to Japan, really. He's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I learned all this stuff. Like he's the reason why I watched Akira when I was a young child when I probably
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have watched it. And Yeah, beyond that, so the next brother and everyone above that, they're like my uncles, so they're like my parents
Mm,
almost.
yeah.
Kind of like
No,
that.
I
So
get
I
you.
understand that vibe.
Yeah. Um. And yeah. So what? Like, what? I guess you already said like Akira, and you and your
Uh
brother
huh.
would watch anime, and
Yeah.
what made you decide to like jump and just go for Japan? Because a lot of people, even like visiting here, they visit, they come for holiday, but they don't go as far as like learning the language. Like you've
Right.
actually learned the language and tried to communicate with Japanese people and try to indulge in Japanese culture. What made you say, okay, I don't just like Japan, I like
Yeah.
the culture. I want to try and dive into the language.
The thing that's basically that brought me here was the fact that my love of anime,
Mm,
my love of like drift racing and car community scenes, stuff like that, and the anime brought me to the music.
yeah.
And then the music, because of watching, listening to like ending themes and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm,
the music then brought me to learning about music videos. And I was like, oh
mm-hmm.
snap, Japan has music videos too. That was the moment I
Yeah.
realized, like, okay, there's like a whole nother
Right?
culture there
Yeah.
that I don't know anything about. So I started diving deep and like finding all these artists. And then from there, I wanted to see how these artists were in real life. How do they talk
Mm-hmm.
naturally? So then I looked up TV shows,
Mm-hmm.
like talk shows with those artists.
Right.
And in those talk shows, I got sucked in because of the kind of like the physical comedy, like
Yeah, yeah,
Japanese
yeah.
comedy
Yeah,
is kind
Japanese
of the
comedy
thing
is
that
different.
really clawed itself into me,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up absorbing so much Japanese just because of those Japanese comedy shows, like watching them like
Mm,
5 hours a day, just for the sake of watching it for my enjoyment, not because I'm trying to
yeah.
learn the language.
Yeah.
But because I want to enjoy more, I'm going out of my way to learn what this word means, what this word
Right.
means, what this
Right.
word means.
Right.
And in high school, I took a one introductory class to learn hiragana, katakana,
Mm.
so that once I learned those and like the basic like conjugation, dekimasu, dekimasen,
Yeah, yeah.
all that dekimashita.
Mm-hmm.
Once you learn that structure, then it becomes real easy to learn the words as
I'll
you're
be telling
watching.
people that all the time. Like, if you learn
Yeah.
hiragana, katakana, even if
Yes.
you see something and you don't know what it says,
You can still say it perfectly.
right, it helps with your pronunciation. You're like, okay, I know how to say that word, no
Yep.
problem. And then you can
Exactly.
go deeper and learn what it means and stuff. I always tell people that, but
Yep. So
people
when I
see a different,
learned,
yeah.
I ended up absorbing all that language, and I was just
Mm,
like, man, if I went to Japan right now, would be insane. That
yeah,
idea came to life from
yeah,
that.
yeah. And have you like what you said the first time you came was 2014, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel a difference between coming to Japan then and speaking Japanese and the reactions that you might get at that time compared to now? 'Cause I feel
It's
like
it's pretty much the same.
okay.
What do you
Mm,
think? How different do you feel like?
I know. I just feel like more people are trying to learn Japanese
Yeah.
than before. So
Yeah,
I feel like it's
absolutely.
becoming more common that foreigners. I guess maybe because we live in Tokyo, but I think it's
It might
becoming
be
more
Tokyo.
common that foreigners actually can speak at least some a little bit conversational Japanese.
Yeah.
Whereas before it's like Japan. I don't know. I feel like within the past 10 years, anime's really exploded. Whereas before it
That
was
is
like,
fact.
because when I was watching Dragon Ball, Pokemon, I was watching in English. Like hell no, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to. But it was only Naruto where I got to a stage where my friend would show me like Crunchyroll, and I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, there's more.
There's
Like
more.
I'm at the bit I'm at in the English dub has I sort of got to a certain point, but the Japanese dub is like 100 episodes more, and I'm
Yep.
like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna watch the Japanese dub, and then you
Yep.
hear the language for the first time, and you're like, yo,
You hear
this
the
is cool.
intensity is a little different.
Yeah, the emotion in
Yep.
Japanese. So yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting for me to see people trying to learn Japanese a little bit
It's something that's
more
going
these
on in the
days.
world right now where the I guess the amazingness of Japan is becoming me more well known through the
Right.
anime
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's definitely growing more and more and more and more and more as time's gone
Hmm.
on. But when I went first time, there were definitely foreigners living here that knew Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's still kind of a rare thing. But even now, yeah, you might be right. There's more people that I've run into that are foreigners. But like you said, it might be because we're in Tokyo,
Right.
so
Right.
it might be that.
Yeah, if y'all in a rural area of Japan, let us know. Are they still looking at you? Are they
I
still
know. I wonder though. I really do wonder. I really want to go to like some rural areas soon and start having some little adventures.
Yeah, I need to try and do that. I've been worried about doing it just because I don't know why I've been worried. Just
Yeah, I
because
don't know either.
I feel like I'm used to Tokyo now. I'm used to
Uh,
Tokyo, and like I've been to like Osaka, Kyoto, and I've noticed Tokyo is different compared
yeah,
to other places in Japan. So
yeah.
I feel like when I go out, that's when I'm really in Japan. Like there ain't English ain't helping you in certain areas in this
Yep,
country. So
yep.
yeah, I've been worried, but nah,
Yeah,
I really do
Tokyo's a
need to go.
bubble. Tokyo's a bubble, but I feel like since you're used to Tokyo and you know a little bit of Japanese, you should be
Yeah.
fine, you know.
Yeah. I should be good. I need to get back on to studying Japanese. My
But
Japanese since I moved here is yeah,
I need to learn my kanji. Like I'm using an app right
same.
now to try and learn, but I feel like rather than learning to write the kanji, I need to learn to
Mm.
read it. And this app is
Mm.
probably not the best thing for the reading part.
Yeah, I think I
Trying
can
to
read
write
it,
it is a
but
whole nother
yeah. Yeah, writing it
like
is yeah.
I'm not gonna use the writing ever, really,
The thing
unless I'm
is
like
you say that and then you move to Japan and you realize ain't no computer system, ain't no everything you filling out, you writing
yeah, that's
everything
true.
and
When it's official
um
forms, yeah, I do need to know. That's unfortunate. But I have someone that can help me at least when that happens, right?
right. That's true. That's true. Alright, so that was Three of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next one. Alright, let me know when to stop,
Right.
sir.
All right, we can go ahead and stop.
Alright, so this is the Queen of
Queen.
Diamonds. The
Okay.
Queen is all about love and relationships, whether that's friendships or dating. We're gonna start with dating and we'll go down. So,
Okay.
have you experienced dating in Japan? What's
So
dating like here?
the one true dating experience I had was back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came here, I was here for 2 months. 2 weeks I was in Tokyo. 2 weeks I was in Okinawa, and then
Mm-hmm.
a month I was in Nagoya, staying with my nephew and his family and his
Yeah,
wife's family.
yeah.
So Tokyo, there was no dating. It was just wasting money.
Mm, mm, mm,
When I went
yeah.
to Nagoya, super. Have you been to not Nagoya, Okinawa? Have you been to
No, I haven't
Okinawa?
been to Okinawa. No.
So Okinawa is like Florida. It's like the Hawaii of Japan, like a completely
Mm,
different country almost.
yeah.
But it's so chill out there. And I was staying in a hostel, and I met this really cute girl, and she was just like real open. She's like worldly. She's
Mm-hmm.
not afraid to like talk to foreigners and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So we connected there, and then she invited me with her family to go to an aquarium. Just like
Damn. What?
maybe like 3 or 4
What?
days, maybe a week after meeting her.
Wow.
So I went to the aquarium with her and her family and stayed at her house and all this stuff, and it
Wow.
was all grown from there. And then she lived close by to my nephew's place in Nagoya. She lived in Gifu, so
Hmm.
that's just like one little neighborhood away.
Yeah.
So after Okinawa, I met her again in Gifu and stayed with her family and all this stuff, and it was great, man. I was real
Damn,
into
you
her.
had a whole good ass experience. Damn, I
Yeah, I
wasn't
had a great
expecting that.
experience. She made like a picture book for me and put all of our pictures and stuff together,
Wow.
printed them out, and put all these like hearts and stuff. Like, damn, no one's ever done something like that for me in my
Yeah.
life. Like, I almost cried when I got that
Nah,
from
I've
her.
had experiences of that as well where I
Yeah,
feel like
so
I
that
don't
was cool. But
I feel like
I met her again like a
yeah,
year later, and the
yeah.
vibe was a little different. So we don't know what's going on anymore.
Uh no, I heard that. A year is a long time. I
Yeah,
don't know how people do long distance relationships for like
yeah,
two,
man.
3 years. A year is a long time. I was gonna say that I feel like people that I don't know if she like traveled abroad or why she was like so open with.
She did
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I can tell the people that have traveled abroad and the people that have stayed in Japan. You can
different,
tell because the
different.
ones that have stayed in Japan, they're so I guess close. I wouldn't say close minded because they don't know,
Right,
but because they only know about Japan, they only know
the Japanese
Japanese
ways.
style. Yeah, whereas someone else will go outside of Japan and be like, "Yo,
There's so
most
many
of the
different
world they like
ways.
this." Right, right.
Yep.
No, that's a nice little story. Like,
Yeah, that's why now if I ever find another girl, like if I'm ever trying to date someone, that's like that's one of those traits that I really would like if she's been traveling. If she's
yeah,
traveled, it's really
yeah.
good. Then her mind is not like very closed, open to like new things type of thing.
No, I
That's what
hear
I
that
want right
100%.
now. So like right now, as far as dating in Japan now that I want,
Mm,
I don't know if I really want to date anybody right now because I would have to put some energy into it.
yeah,
And of course, energy is the money is another form of energy, and
right,
that energy I don't have a whole lot of right now
right,
because I'm
right.
just starting out on what I'm trying to do. So,
Yeah.
but if someone comes along and is like down, like, "Yo, come stay at my house" or something like that, like, hey,
I feel like it's hard in
I
Tokyo
could
as
do it.
well. Like, I find like in Tokyo,
Yeah,
like
Tokyo,
central Tokyo, like
that's the thing.
Kanagawa is okay. Like I've dealt with like women in situations in Kanagawa, not too bad, but in central Tokyo, nah.
The problem is there's so many interactions. There's so many like any good girl that you really want to talk to is probably talking to six other people
Right.
or have already been through this road with certain other people, and then they're taking
Yep.
all that baggage
Yep.
and put it into you. And the moment they see one little thing, it's like, I'm not gonna put any effort into it.
Yep.
Like that's how it is here, man. That's what I
And then
feel
you
like.
be out in Shibuya, so you meet a girl in Shibuya, that might
Yeah,
be a bit
of all
dangerous for.
places.
Yeah, that might be a bit dangerous. She gonna
Yeah,
find out, yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm dating this dude. Oh, I know him, and that's
yeah.
where. As soon
Yeah,
as you get
like
the I know him,
if
no.
we're really trying to go dating, we really got to get out of the Yamanote line.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
100%.
that's the only
Um,
chance, man.
Yeah. So yeah, in terms of like friendships, how have you found making friends with Japanese people? I guess it's easier with foreign people because you can connect with culture. But in terms of like Japanese people, have you found that you're able to make like strong bonds and strong friendships, or does it eventually dissolve?
Strong bonds. I
Mm,
don't know if I have any strong bonds here yet. With any Japanese people, like always in the moment, there's all
right.
this love, you know. In the
Yeah.
moment, it's
Yeah.
all the love, and then there's like only people that actually like contact me out of nowhere, like, yo, let's go get something to drink, are people that I
Mm,
met back in 2016 that I still know.
mm, mm,
Anyone that I've met since I've been here has not really been like, and it's not even, I don't even know if it's even a problem with the Japanese people or anybody. It's more like
yeah.
me. It's
Yeah.
more like me and my desire to put out the effort to go and like,
Right.
you know, go spend some money and
Yeah.
just to go have fun. Like, I
Right.
don't know if
Right.
I have that desire so much right now.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
Yeah, I can't really speak on them because if I was open to that, who knows? Maybe I would be making kind of strong relationships. But yeah, it's more so myself than it is anybody else that's like
Right.
not so much trying to go that deep with anybody right now.
Yeah. No, I stay my ass in my house too. Like I'm.
Yeah,
It's expensive out here as well,
it
man.
is.
Like Tokyo is expensive,
And you got to
especially.
understand, I've been here since June and I have had
Mmm.
zero income
Yeah.
since June. Like no
Yeah.
real income. I've been working off of my savings. I'm like at my last like 5% of what I brought with me
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
Not five, yeah, last 5% of what I had,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
but ten
I
percent.
I feel like you're like me in terms of being resourceful. Do you feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're resourceful, like with especially with food? Like I
Yeah.
know I will never be hungry because I know how to navigate. Like I will walk 20 minutes away if I know that store 20 minutes away. I can get some cheap fast food rather than
Uh
going to the supermarket that's like 5 minutes away. So
yeah.
you feel like you're resourceful and like
That you're wrong. That you're wrong. I'm not that resourceful. I'm actually I'm still spending like grocery store shopping. I'm
uh
still buying like steak and like
damn,
sashimi.
damn.
Yeah, I'm still buying the stuff, but it's for me.
It's true. No, it's true.
So like I spend on me, but like I also can spend a whole day and just have like some small things here and there and like be good.
Yeah.
So it's off and on with me as far as my spending goes on myself. It's off and on.
No, I had
Yeah.
that. Instead of No, I agree. Like spending on yourself, like I don't mind if I'm spending a little change on myself, but if it's like, oh, let's go out and eat at this restaurant, and I'm looking at, cause me, I'm one of those
Yeah,
people. You tell me where we're going, I'm on Google. Let me see the menu. What's the
yeah.
prices looking like?
I need to know the
Is it tapping hold
prices.
I no me hold I? Let me see. What
Yeah,
about like? And if it's too much, I'm one of those people. I'm like, yeah, I ain't.
yeah,
I will tell you, I ain't
exactly.
got no money either. I'm like, dude, nah, I ain't. I'm
I'm
broke,
not feeling
B.
it, man. I got
Yeah.
something else going on.
No, I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll
So
be quick to brush off invites, man, depending on the situations.
yeah, I don't mind doing it. Like it's not even if you have a problem with it, then that's your problem.
Right,
Like if
right.
I don't want to go somewhere, then I don't want to go and then have a bad vibe, and then now everyone's
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at me like, "Yo, what's wrong with this dude? I don't want to be here. I
I
told
don't
you
want
I don't
to.
want to be here." So I'm gonna be at home, enjoy, and then I'll ask you, "Yo, how did it go? Yeah, you went to go? Ah, damn, I missed it.
I
Okay,
have this
cool."
one friend that I've known since 2016 that always invites me out to some big, like, we're having this party, like $4,000, 4,000 yen for
Woo,
the thing. I'm like,
dude.
yeah, I'm
No.
good. Like, I because of that, because that's how his friends do. I haven't
Yeah.
like seen him in the whole time I've been here almost.
Yeah. Nah,
Except for like
look.
they had a barbecue I was invited to, and I was like, I went to that, but
I ain't got no money for that. I ain't got. And the thing is, as
yeah,
well, I feel like with like being Japanese here in Japan, of course, your parents are there as well to kind of support you if there's any issues. But with us, it's like,
it's just
yeah,
us.
there might be something if we're really, really in trouble. There potentially might be help,
Yeah,
but
but you
other than
really on your
that.
own.
Yeah, they ain't trying to fork out money like they're gonna be like you decided to go there. Like
Yeah,
who told you to go there?
yeah.
Yeah.
The goal is to get to a position where that's not a problem anymore. And I don't know when
Yeah.
that's gonna happen, probably beginning of next year.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, I gotta be careful
Hey, next
about
year's
who I'm
only 3
talking
months
to, who
away,
I'm hanging
man.
out with,
Yeah.
whose invites I'm going to.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. 100%. I've seen a lot of streamers and YouTubers this year have been getting into a lot of trouble. So I'm like, I ain't trying to go to certain parties. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
I'm on Twitter and
yeah,
this person associated with me, and nah, I'm not trying to do that.
yeah.
All right, so we got two cards left. We're gonna just uh
Let's
do
go
one.
left or right.
So left or right?
Let's go to the left, which is my left.
Okay, this one
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
All right. So this one is a jack of
We
all
can't see it.
trades. Oh
The
shit.
green screen covered it up.
Oh
There we
no.
go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jack of all trades. All
Yep.
right. So um in the states, like what we're gonna get onto your project that you're trying to build. We'll get onto that at
Okay.
the end so people can
Yeah, yeah.
hear about that. But you know, in the states and I guess now you're not working, but in the states, like what did you do in the states? Like what?
I've had two jobs
Mm,
all my life.
mm-hmm.
First job I had was at Blockbuster. I'm
Oh
giving my
shoot!
age.
God damn!
Yeah, I'm giving my age up now. I'm an old timer.
God damn! That's
I
a
worked
long
Blockbuster.
time ago.
Yeah, that's where like a lot of my love for movies and stuff came from because I was watching like 5 free movie rentals every week. So I was watching a lot of movies
I
back
was about
then.
to say, was that fun? Like anytime I see people like any kind
Yes,
of work in Blockbuster, it looks so fun.
it's
I'm like,
fun,
yo, I
man. And
wish it
you're
was.
working with your friends too.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. But then after that, I moved on to doing security. And the only reason
Mm.
why I did security is because my nephew, one of my nephews, a different one that's also older than me,
Mm-hmm.
was in that business. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, I need a job because I'm not working at Blockbuster anymore. And he's like, yeah, I'll get you in. It's an
Yeah.
easy job, you know, you just
Yeah.
show up, sign your stuff, blah, blah, blah. And so many locations I've worked at over the years, it is an easy job, man.
Mm-hmm.
Security is like not like bouncer security, not like you're at the
Yeah.
door, but you're like basically watching businesses or buildings while the building's closed, or
Okay.
sometimes while they're still open, you're there
Yeah.
as like the help desk kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're really just able to just relax 90% of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Is it
So
good pay doing that in? Because I used to do security in the UK, and it was
uh-huh.
it was decent pay. Like I used to work in the clubs and just stand by the fire exit just so people don't be
Oh,
stupid and push the fire exit. I, I'm
like
like, I'm just chilling
you're
there for
you're
eight
getting
hours.
paid to be a body.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. And it was good pay in the UK. So is it
uh,
how's the pay in the
the
US?
pay in
Is
the
it
US was not the best. It was always
oh
above,
yeah.
like it's like instead of working restaurants, which I swore myself off of, I would never do food jobs
Mm,
because I've always heard horror stories about working food.
yeah.
So it's always a little bit better than working like a restaurant or working a grocery store. Or, like it was a decent pay, but it was not like you can get an apartment and like
Right.
raise your children and your family
Right,
type of
right,
pay. It was
right.
never like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know
was
what's
always living at home
mm,
doing that job where I was able to have a phone, I was able to have a
easier.
car and pay for those kind of things.
Yeah, and then you move out, you're like, yo, certain jobs can't
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
industries can't run out here anymore. They ain't
The
paying.
one time I moved out, I was with a roommate, so I was able to afford it. But even then, it was kind of like I'm not really saving money. Like,
Right? Yeah, it's very hard to save, especially when you first move out and it's like you get that culture shock of, okay, so this is what y'all were paying for? Like your parents will tell you all the time, like, oh, like you playing the game too much, I have to pay for the electricity or you're using too much water and you're like,
yep.
yo, why you bugging? And then you move out, you're like, hey,
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 now I get it.
this light has to go off now. I don't know if I need
Yep.
the light right now.
Yo, you're not using
Um,
that. Why is the room? Why is the light in the room on? Turn it off. Why is
Yeah,
it still
turn
on?
it off. Sometimes I come in and I'll leave a light on in my house and it just ruins my day. I'm like, damn,
Ah,
this light been on for
that money,
hours. That
the
money
waste.
going. This light
Yeah.
been on for hours.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I lost
Train
oh,
of
I was
thought.
gonna say, you're talking about working in a restaurant. Funny enough, that's one of my favorite jobs, working. I used to work, I don't know if you know Marugame Udon in Japan.
No, I don't know.
It's like
I'm not a udon guy, so I don't know.
yeah, it's a udon like a franchise in Japan, but they opened one in the UK. I think they've
Oh.
opened a few of them now. And I went to work there. It was so fun because for me, I could practice Japanese. Japanese customers
Ah,
come in, they're not expecting anybody to know Japanese, and like I'm just there, I'm practicing my Japanese,
nice.
and everyone's happy. And Chinese people will come in, and I'll say the small little Chinese that I know, and yeah, so it was just a vibe. So I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe in the US, like uh, knowing Japanese, working in like a Japanese restaurant might be like
that might have been fun.
a
Yeah, that might
vibe.
have been fun. Funny enough, all the Japanese I learned in the U.S., I never got to practice it in the U.S. So
Damn.
the first time I came to Japan in 2014, I surprised myself how much I knew. Like I didn't
Mm,
even know how fluent I was gonna be until like I got here. So
yeah.
yeah, I never got to
Yeah.
practice like the actual speech.
Damn. Do you
Yeah,
think
that could be fun.
your listening or speaking is better? Which one?
So it's probably the listening. It has to be the listening
Mm,
because I listen so much,
right.
and from the listening came the speaking. So the listening came first,
Mm.
and then I did a like an impression, like a monomane of the speech,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
sounded authentic. So then it's like it's surprising people.
Damn, I feel like everyone's the opposite of me. I'm like my speaking is way better than my
Then the
listening.
listening,
Yeah,
ah,
and I think because where I do YouTube in Japanese, I'm saying the same things over and over and over in
ah,
every video. So it's like
ah,
I've been basically having a conversation with myself so much that I can say whatever I'm saying in a conversation, and then someone will say something back to me, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't
yeah.
all I've been listening to is music and rap videos and J-pop all day, and yeah, this ain't the same.
Yo,
Um,
real quick, when it comes to
mm,
music, what are you into with the Japanese music? Would you have like artists that you listen to? Like I'm a
mm,
J-pop fan.
I
I'm a J-pop. I
love
used to listen to a lot
Japanese
of
music.
K-pop, but
Yeah, I literally don't listen to K-pop. I'm like I love Japanese music.
okay.
Lately, who am I into? I like a lot of the boy bands. There's a lot
Uh-huh.
of good boy bands. Be First are really good. I don't know if you heard of them. They're
Nah.
I don't know if you know Sky High. Sky High is like a Japanese rapper.
Sky High is so it so sounds so familiar. I want to look up some of the songs right
Yeah.
now. Maybe I'm thinking of
Um,
something else.
but yeah, he's got a group called Be First. They are really good. Yeah, some of the Johnny's boys, King and Prince are really good.
So you're into
It's
the recent stuff.
Yeah, like I'm into both.
Like I listen
I'm
to a lot of the older stuff. Like I don't know why I was stuck in the
Junko.
past with it.
Yeah, I've dove into the past as well. Junko. What's her name? I never know their names.
Ah, damn. Like I'm talking about like so I was into Amuro Namie,
Mm.
Ayumi Hamazaki, Utada Hikaru,
It can't.
you
I.
know,
It's not.
Koda
Yeah.
Kumi.
Yeah. That's early 2000s.
Yeah, those are
Early
like my
2000s.
my
Yeah.
my my Mount Rushmore female
Mm.
artists. But
Yeah.
then I was also listening to like Kreva, he's a rapper.
Yeah. I
There's
like
also
Quiver.
Zebra. Kreva's really good. He's like a
Yeah. Quiver's
lyricist. If
dope.
you
Yeah.
listening to him rap was also like Japanese practice for me because he would put stuff
Mm.
together in such clever ways.
Yeah. I like a Oshte. I don't know if you know Oshte from Creepy Nuts. He's
Nah.
yeah, he's a good rapper as well. He's from Umeda.
Okay.
Really good rapper. Um, Obviously the Yonezi Kenshi is the big artist. Higedan. But yeah,
You same thing,
Hikaru.
but I don't even know them.
Yeah, Yonezi Kenshi, you've definitely heard a song from him. Like you probably
Maybe.
heard if I put Lemon on, you definitely know Lemon. Like
Okay.
it's
I
the
have to
song.
find out.
I forgot the lyrics now, but the melody da 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 da.
Nah,
You
man.
know. He's done a few My Hero intros as well.
If it's an anime intro, then yeah, you're probably right. Like I don't know the
Yeah,
names, but I probably heard it.
yeah. Hikaru Utada, I listened to her recent ones, but then I went back and listened to like First Love.
Okay.
There was another one where I think she was on a bike in like Shibuya back in the early 2000s. I can't remember what the video's called, but she was
Traveling?
really young. It
Nah, nah,
might.
nah, nah.
I'm not sure.
Nah, I don't know
I'm not
about a bike in
sure.
Shibuya.
Yeah, because dove into early 2000s
Yeah.
uh
Her early
Japanese
2000
music.
stuff was all I was all about that. You know, do you know
Yeah.
Boa?
Oh no.
Verbal or like M Flow?
Inflow.
Damn.
Do you know what it is? I might have heard of them,
Yeah.
and like for
You
me, I've
probably
done
have.
yeah, I've done 1,000 odd videos on YouTube doing reactions. So sometimes people would say the artist, I'm like no, and they play the song, I'm like oh yeah, I know this. Like I
Yeah.
know
I'm that way
I've
sometimes
done
too.
this in karaoke. I know this
Yeah.
artist. Yeah, Japanese music. I always tell people if you're learning Japanese, man, go to the music.
Yeah.
The music
Because it's
is
gonna help hearing the language in a different
right,
vibe. Like you
and
hear
it's
the
so
same words, but you
rich.
hear it in a different way.
It's so rich, and
Yeah.
it's like we hear about K-pop these days, but there's just something about J-pop to me, which I look at K-pop, I'm like, cool, I like
Yeah.
it,
K-pop is like a drug compared to the richness of Japanese music. It's like
right?
the words and shit is like it's different, man.
There's history to it, and
Yeah.
yeah, Japanese music is
I fucks with it.
love it.
So me and this my partner that I met back in 20, my business partner, we're trying to start this company. Well, we are starting this company called Key World, and the whole mission of the company is to help any foreigners that are coming to Japan that want to work here, live here, and get like a visa and all that. Hopefully, we can get them to come and join our like and come and do it doing entertainment stuff, doing talent. We want to do like YouTube and have like a podcast, do movies. You want to do music, you want to do music videos, want to model anything in the entertainment realm, we're gonna try and facilitate that for any foreigners coming to Japan. So right now, I'm in the first step, the first office space, the Key World off meeting. And right now, the mission for me is to like, while I'm here, make more friends, find talented people, so that when things get off the floor, we can start producing people. We can start making like an hour-long TV show every week in the studio and have sponsorships connected to it, and hopefully you'll get a regular pay that so that's what we're trying to do right now. There's a studio space we're trying to get right now that's close to Yogi Park, and we literally need $6,000 to put a down payment on it and get it. So right now I'm trying to raise that money. I still have my GoFundMe link that's still active. At the time that I made the GoFundMe, we had a bigger dream of like the original dream that's still gonna be in the works. Take maybe a couple is to have a streaming studio slash lounge kind of area right in the heart of Shibuya. We have all these different streamers that are walking around. They'll have like a hub or like a headquarters that you can go to, and we'll be promoting all these have to have commercial producing their shows, and then we have like a bunch of sponsors that will be able to connect to those things. and it'll just continue to go from there. So my mission right now is just anyone that's interested in possibly joining Key World and possibly having a future with us, get in contact with me through my Instagram. Find me everywhere on Michael as MichaelJAPON. On Instagram is Michael_Japon. On TikTok's the same. And then on Twitch is MichaelJAPON with no underscore, no space. Yeah, sounds good. But yeah. So the inspiration originally was the fact that me originally coming to Japan in 2014, my whole dream was to find a job here and to live here and to do it doing entertainment wise. If I can get into like, I originally wanted to get on the TV show that I was watching that helped me learn my Japanese. And when I first came, a lot of the people here, the natives here, were telling me that if I wanted to do that, it's definitely going to be possible. You have the charisma, you have the energy, you have the Japanese speech and all this stuff. So I wanted to create something where if I was coming to Japan at that time, I wish there was a company like this, like a talent agency for foreigners specific. So when I met this guy, Mar, that worked at the club in Shinjuku, and he invited me immediately to DJ at his club. The day that I landed, I met him. He said, come DJ at our club. And then I ended up starting kind of working or hanging out with him in that club, and he was helping me out. He gave me a place to stay. Ever since then, we had already dreamed this idea of like us together making this Key World where like all the foreign anything coming to Japan and vice versa, we would be the key to that world. And anything that's trying to import export ideas wise, like it's gonna be like, it's not just entertainment, it's all kinds. It's gonna develop into, we can make that company and start growing from there. So that's where that idea came from. And ever since that time until now, 2016 17 till 2023, he's been working towards making all this stuff possible. He's been studying all the logistics about everything. So right now is the perfect time. He's got everything set up, and now is the perfect time because people are finally coming back to Japan after COVID. So the timing is perfect. Everything is lining up. I'm meeting all these different people. I already have a few artists and collaborators that have already officially kind of joined with us. And hopefully by the beginning of January, we'll have the studio space. We'll be able to do podcasts like this on like in front of like a table and have like good equipment and all that stuff. And then be doing it every week. And then you'll be able to get paid by doing that. And we'll have different, like all these different have TV shows through us. It'll be great. That right. The positivity. Yeah. Yes. We are representing the opposite of that. Like, would love to have that. It's gonna be good. Yep. To get everything rolling. Cause back when I met him, he already had us, and he was renting out an hour-long slot to all the host clubs in Shinjuku. And those hosts would come on, have their hour-long live show, and all they would getting customers because of that show. They were getting customers, but they were paying him to rent those space, those hour-long slots out. So he was making money that way. And in this case, it's gonna be our own conglomerate, our getting sponsorships, and then we'll be paying out, like splitting the profits type. That's the next step. Yes, so you can come to my YouTube channel. There's a GoFundMe link on my introductory page. It's a GoFundMe link I can send you. I'll send you the link. Just go to that GoFundMe. You can see a lot of the information about our plan and our dreams and our mission, and you can donate from there. And that'll go directly towards the donations we've gotten so far has helped me to get the company off the ground and also help pay the due fees. So that's already done. So the next step is to get the space. So that's where all the money's gonna go towards right now. Yes, it can happen anytime, man. It can happen next week. It can happen next month. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Shaq. I really want you to be a part of it. I can see you putting an effort to put your own stuff out, and it's like the next step is to have something a little bigger with a bigger audience as a conglomerate. We're all sharing our audiences. Yeah, yep. I'm literally trying to take Naruto's place. Like his power was making friends, and that's literally my power. Is like people together, and that's my job, right? It's not money. It's about actually bringing the people together to do something big together. So that's what I'm excited to do. That's what brought me here at this time, regardless of whether I'm getting paid right now. That's the mission, and it's been working great. I've met you guys. I've met you. I've met all these other streamers. I'm learning about the stream culture around here. Everything's moving. Yep. Yeah. Yo, thank you, Shaq, man. Yeah. My main mission is to let people know, like, if you have dreams out, tell people about your dreams. Maybe like not tell everybody, but like let people know what you want to do, because you never know where the door's gonna open for you here. That's literally that mindset that brought me here to Japan. Forever grateful. Yeah. Don't be afraid. You see me in a Vegeta shirt, come say what's up, man. Yo. Peace, peace.